Diary entry 20. I've jumped on a bus first thing this morning as I'm heading down to Weymouth to walk on a nature trail that I've been informed about. To get to the start of the nature trail, I walk down West Ham Road, which then leads on to Weymouth Harbour Bridge. Once you reach the end of Harbour Bridge Path, you turn right and head through this subway. I followed the subway all the way round to the right, and once you get to the end, there's some steps going up to the left. Once you reach the top of the stairs, you are then greeted with the entrance to the Rodwell Nature Trail. Do be careful because you do have to cross a busy road. It may be dirty and grubby, but this information plaque is still readable. We are currently at the top at West Ham Holt, and I am planning on walking all the way through to Wyke Regis Holt. The Rodwell Trail used to be a train line that connected Weymouth all the way through to Portland. The silhouettes here celebrate local heritage. The first one's the Coast Guard, the second one is the lifeboat coxswain, and the last one's a farmer. This is one of many distance markers. So this would have been the first platform, West Ham Holt. Doesn't take long before I reach a bridge. As I start walking over this bridge, I realise it's a bridge I've been under many times. I take a moment to appreciate this view of Weymouth. It's not long before I move on and reach the WW2 Gun Emplacement, which is now used as a viewpoint. Only 500 metres in. Fantastic. Let's carry on. Such beautiful scenery. It's lovely to walk along this footpath currently. I also see why they say it's wheelchair accessible. As I continue walking, I come across this old train tunnel. Something a little bit eerie about it, a little bit mystique, as if it's a scene from a horror film. Anyway, I man up and I walk through, no problem whatsoever. And then I reach the second train station. This would have been Rodwell. As I look at the platform and I see how nature is reclaiming it, I do wonder about the people that may have built it. Distance marker 1,000 metres. Beautiful. This is Weymouth's famous dripping well, a natural spring that flows from limestone overlaying clay beds, known for its petrifying qualities. This little squirrel showed me absolutely no fear. It ran across my path about 3 or 4 times, not sure what it was up to. Distance marker 1,500 metres. That means I'm a little under halfway along the trail. But it's really pleasant. It's really nice. I think I'll do this again. Oh, here's the 1 mile distance marker. Nice. This lovely lady gave me a jump scare. She walked past and said good morning. As I walked over this little bridge, I was treated to a lovely sea view. I carry on walking and I can see why this nature trail appeals to many. Here's a sign pointing to a local beer garden. It amuses me, but I don't stop. I carry on along the trail, where I find another sign that points me in the direction of Sanford Gardens. So I walk down this little bit of road here, turning left at the bottom, being careful to cross over and turning right into the gardens themselves. And at the end of the path here, that is Sanford Castle ruins. Sanford Castle was built by Henry VIII. It was part of a programme to keep out the French and the Holy Roman Empire. It shared this responsibility with a sister castle on the island of Portland, which is still working today. I've made my way back to the nature trail to continue moving forward. I've reached another distance marker post, 2,000 metres. Awesome. All of a sudden, all the high hedges and tall trees disappeared, and I am welcome to this lovely coastal view. I don't hang around because my back's beginning to ache, so I start looking for a place to sit down. Before that though, I reach distance marker post 2,500, and I also stumble upon Wyke Regis Holt, the last train station platform, where I'm nearly taken out by a crazed flock of runners. I'm only joking, everyone's out getting fit and healthy, you can't go wrong with that. Distance marker 3,000, can't be far off the last one now. Somewhere along the trail, I've missed 2 platforms. I'll have to come back one day to see if I can find them. Just behind me was the location of the ferry bridge crossing, where the trains used to cross over the water to get to Portland. This little path here leads to the end of the trail. On the right hand side used to be a torpedo factory, and here on the left is Smallmouth Beach. Here is the last distance marker post, 3,366 metres, just over 2 miles. Nice. I jump on the bus to head home. Once I get home, I have a look at my wristwatch, 8,550 steps. Oosh. Well, wasn't that a refreshing walk this morning? Somewhere new, somewhere clean, somewhere full of nature. Brilliant. I recommend it to anyone. Now, moving forward with my videos, I'm only going to be releasing them once a week at the moment because the weather is really bad at times. Now, I'm still out and about doing my walks, but when the weather's raining, I can't risk breaking my phone. I'm not a rich man, I'm not made of money. But until the next video, Be safe, keep well, bye for now.